When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When a check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When a check missed, the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month.
All right, Coach. First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. What a spin. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Ready, we're ready.
What's tight is
51.
They go play action with Ryan. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Ryan. Got a man. It's Brown. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. But they also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. Play action. It's Ryan. Rolling to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Ryan. And incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan on the right side. Open is Gesicki. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Here's Jacobs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll run with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Jacobs, his 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the set. 61, matchbox right. Hey, exit.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line. Ready? Pilot, 64, read. 8, read. Tight end to the right, tight end to the right. Now.
Out of the gun, Palmer. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Come on, set. 60 or. No.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Now Mostert. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Raheem Mostert with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Play action, Ryan. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They'll roll him out right toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs. 3rd down here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Play action. It's Palmer. Fighting to stay upright. Runs through the contact. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Throwing again. Palmer. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump at him.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
6-6, pull it high. 48.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Palmer. He completes it to Boyd. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Let's go now.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is Mostert. He's got the first down here inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Mostert. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Ready? Two draw quarter. 10-2 start.
Here's Mostert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Check 48. Check 48.
Hey, let's go. Now.
On first down, it's Palmer. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Kenny Stills with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On first and 10, it's Ryan. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Ryan now off the bootleg. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Hey, Delta. Get it.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Ready.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
X3, 218, chop, hit it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
90, Wolf.
I got you.
Hey, orbit. 2.
On second down, Palmer. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Matchbox lights. Hey. Shut up.
On third down, Palmer. And that's complete to Croft. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. To try again after the sack. Ryan, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Palmer will throw. It's complete. Stills. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Let's go now. 10 low way. Protein spill. Get ready.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Alpha.
On second down, here's Palmer. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That's going to be caught. That one goes for 30 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Raheem Mostert His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Ooh, with a juke. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jaron Reed make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a third and about 13. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now Ryan. He's got him in, complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. On 2nd and 7, Ryan. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Marquise Brown. His 21st touchdown of the season. Then the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Check, watch before. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, seam 6, lead dribble.
To throw is Palmer. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing again on second down. Ryan. This will be caught by Brown. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Ryan now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Here's Ryan. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. And he'll give it here to his running back. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Chris Godwin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Ryan. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Ryan. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jaron Reed in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, he's going to go for it all. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Hollywood Marquise Brown Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Browns get a score closer. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Going to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. He'll return it from the 6. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Ryan. Got a man, it's Brown. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there, and it's 3rd and short. From the gun, it's Ryan. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Ryan to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. It's complete to Brown, right side. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here's Ryan. Now this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. And hit it.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.